Imagine a place where the hum of machinery never sleeps, where new skyscrapers rise almost overnight, and where the world's biggest brands quietly stamp "Made in Vietnam" on everything from your sneakers to your smartphone. Just a few decades ago, Vietnam was a nation rebuilding from war, its economy still struggling to find its footing. But today, it's being called the New China, the world's fastest growing factory, attracting billions in investment and reshaping the global supply chain. What's really happening inside Vietnam's booming factories? Why are tech giants, fashion houses, and automotive companies all racing to shift their production here? And most importantly, what does this mean for the people on the factory floor and for the future of manufacturing worldwide? Let's journey deep into Vietnam's industrial heartlands, where the story of transformation is written in steel and silicon, sweat and strategy. Drive down the highways outside Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, and you'll see vast industrial parks stretching for miles, modern, meticulously planned, and buzzing with activity. Here, the old image of Vietnam as a nation of rice paddies gives way to a new reality. State-of-the-art assembly lines, robotic arms, and workers assembling products destined for every corner of the globe. But why is Vietnam rising now, and why so quickly? The answer lies in a perfect storm of factors. As labor costs in China have soared and trade tensions with the West have increased, global companies began searching for alternatives. Vietnam stepped up at just the right moment. With its young, dynamic workforce, competitive wages, and government policies designed to attract foreign investment, the country became the natural choice for companies eager to diversify. Foreign direct investment has poured in. Samsung now produces half its smartphones in Vietnam. Nike, Adidas, and countless other brands have shifted major portions of their manufacturing away from China to Vietnamese factories. Even Apple has started moving some iPad and AirPod production here, marking a seismic shift in the global tech supply chain. The numbers are staggering. Vietnam's exports have more than quadrupled in the past decade. The country is now the second largest exporter of electronics in Southeast Asia and a world leader in textiles and garments. It's not just low-cost goods anymore. Vietnam is moving up the value chain, producing everything from microchips to electric cars. But behind the statistics lies a human story. For millions of Vietnamese, this economic boom has meant new opportunities and rising living standards. Young people flock to the cities, eager to find work in the new industrial economy. Families who once depended on subsistence farming now send their children to school, dreaming of careers in engineering, business, or technology. Still, the transformation is not without challenges. The relentless pace of industrialization brings pressure on workers, on the environment, and on the very fabric of Vietnamese society. Factory shifts can be grueling, often stretching for 12 hours or more. Many workers are young women from rural areas, sending money home to support their families. Labor rights are improving, but stories of low pay and tough conditions still surface. Environmental costs are another concern. Rapid industrialization means more energy use, more pollution, and a race to balance economic growth with sustainability. The government is investing in green technologies and stricter regulations, but the sheer speed of change makes this a daunting task. Yet for all these challenges, there's a sense of optimism in Vietnam's air. The country has weathered storms before. Its people are no strangers to resilience, adaptability, and ambition. Now, as Vietnam cements its place as a global manufacturing powerhouse, there's a new confidence, a belief that the future can be shaped, not just inherited. So, is Vietnam really the new China? In some ways, yes. The parallels are striking. Both countries rose from adversity to become export giants, both leveraged their large populations and strategic locations, and both became indispensable to global supply chains. But Vietnam is writing its own story, with its unique strengths and vision. Unlike China's top-down approach, Vietnam's development has often been driven by small entrepreneurs and local innovation. While China is now focusing on high-tech industries and domestic consumption, Vietnam still has room to grow in traditional manufacturing, and is already eyeing the next leap toward automation and advanced technology. The world is watching. As companies continue to diversify their manufacturing bases, Vietnam's role will only grow. For consumers, that means more products made in Vietnam on store shelves. For workers, it means new opportunities and new challenges. For the global economy, it's a reminder that the tides of industry never stand still. But what about the future? Will Vietnam be able to sustain this rapid growth? Can it avoid the pitfalls that others have faced, rising inequality, environmental degradation, And the middle income trap? The answers are still being written day by day on the factory floors and in the boardrooms of a nation on the rise. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Vietnam's transformation into the world's fastest growing factory? Do you see it as a new economic miracle, or are there risks that worry you? Have you ever bought something made in Vietnam, and did you stop to wonder about the journey it took to reach you? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. Share your thoughts, questions, or experiences. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world's most compelling stories. Your curiosity and engagement drive this channel forward, and I can't wait to read what you have to say.